Speaking for myself, I knew only too well that there were chances, if long ones, of sighting an iceberg. But as I reckon, in ample time to clear it with a turn of the wheel.
Text is used in many different ways in dance theater and physical performance. Dancers and movers often create two or even speak monologues, scripts, readings, poems, and lyrics in pieces they perform. In Frog and Hand's interview, Kev McCurdy explains what elevates scripts in theater to the next level and the importance of the correlation between body and speech.
And then I started to look at scripts differently, because a lot of people then were just saying the script and talking about the script, but they weren't really doing anything with their bodies. And then I was seeing after a while, their bodies were saying one thing, but their mouths were saying another. So nothing correlated. So that for me was, right, everything needs to make sense, because at the moment, there's a lot of stuff out there that's not making sense.
I'm looking forward to seeing you, though. It's been a long time.
What?
I'm looking forward to seeing you.
In an interview with Daniel Levinson, he explains how improvisation with text can be fun. However, good improvisers begin to develop tricks that work every time. A great deal of their material is tested before. The final material is only a small fraction of what it took to get there. Sometimes they may have nailed it or gotten it on the first pass, but then they will have to go back to what makes it honest and immediate every time they do it.
An artist's job is curating the material shared, choosing what to share.
Material and your words will affect how you create your piece. Words often change the perception, narrative, intention, and meaning to the movement. Kev McCurdy discusses how the movement in pieces should be continual and flow. The text influences the movement and vice versa.
Then I'm looking at territory, I'm looking at how the story then changes. Whatever physicality starts to comes out, leading into that point where you cannot physically talk anymore, you just have to fight. So therefore then the whole thing is organic. It's not just, right, we do loads of acting, then we fight, and then we go back into acting. It's literally, it's a conversation, it's a physical conversation. You have to have that conversation, and it goes from one point, flows into the main point, and then it's gone back into wherever it needs to be. So that's what I love. I love finding that fire point, and then how it flows, and then hitting it, and then it carries on. So it's all organic. So, it's nice just to have that continual essence going all the way through, instead of just jug, 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 because it should never be like that. It should just go.
For this video's exercise, we are going to have you move to a monologue written by Alice Cavanagh and read by me, Drew Berry. In this example, Michael is moving to Alice's work read by Clark Blair.
Come on! Somebody fight me! Somebody please get me out of my head! This rain is building up and bubbling out of the quagmire of my gut, seeping out from under my fingernails and threatening to slash the eyeballs of the next person who says, "Are you fine?" But it's not their fault. This poison is clearly all mine. It has nothing to do with the fact that I think I'm losing it.
The movement is up to their interpretation. Sometimes it's very abstract, and other times very synced to the words. In your improvisation, we ask that you listen to the text and have it inspire your work. Follow your impulses and be open to play.
Each human has a music to them, a song that trips and tinkles off their bones, a habitual gesture carving a constant cadence. Bouncing back a beat, our tunes tell stories of postures imposed as prepubescent pups, pulling ourselves up, trying to fit our songs into the melody making its way through our muscles. These are our scores, our lyrics and notes. Unknowingly, everyone has their own tune, some loud, some quiet, some so beautiful it makes your heart sing. She had that cadence, that beautiful rhyme. Her body sang as it would its way through my time. Each gesture was a flourish from the flute, or a hard smacking beat blasting from bass bassoons. In my eyes, she was the full symphony, light of days and darkest warmth at night. When our music met, it would make melodies so intricate it seemed even our clashing notes would turn so sweet with the clink and flick of a hand or the big-bellied laugh tumbling over our teeth. But then the melody muted. The tune turned, and she was gone. The symphony stopped its tune. The brass packed up their bags. The flutes all fell silent. She was gone. And still my song plays out its song to a world now turned silent.
In this exercise, where did you draw intention and inspiration from? Did you interpret from the literal meaning of the words, from the sounds and rhythm of the words, or from the characteristics and delivery of how it was spoken? We challenge you to listen to the monologue again and find new ways of exploring and interpreting the text with these new questions in mind.